Oh, he looks to fire it. What a goal!
What a head, son! What a head! Oh, you beauty! Smack it!
Nice strike!
Stunning! How about that? Absolutely superb! Oh, what a stunner!
Belief in his players. They produce the classics.
We have done it. We actually won the Premier League. Oh my god. Oh my god. It has been amazing. We actually won the Premier League. How crazy is that? So yeah, we started the season really strong and the whole season has been fantastic. We did not drop below 4th at any point, I think. First, second, third, fourth, that's all we had. Last day, we just needed them to not win by large margin, and they did not. Chelsea and Manchester United finished second and third, 2 points below us, and we won the league with 81 points. It's not a lot of points, but still, we made it happen. It is, I don't know, it's been a bizarre season, and I loved it. It was very, very enjoyable. The team really clicked together, and we made some really good signings. So obviously, the board is very happy, because we won the Premier League. Our club stature should be going up a little bit soon. Dressing room atmosphere is great. Everything is getting along really, really well. So let's look at our transfers quickly. Right, so last season I said we needed a right back because this wasn't working out. So we bought in Alamami Toure for 14 million from Monaco. Although he is a good player, and the few games that he played pretty well. 6.92 average rating. I'm not mad about it at all. But he had a lot of injuries. He had 2 major injuries, a torn hamstring, and he's out for 4 months in total for this whole season. So I bought him and he's out 4 months. Doesn't work out. And he was injured in November, and then he came back just in January, and then he got injured again starting of February. So yeah, it was unfortunate, but we still made through. Second was we needed a backup center back, and we got Timo Baumgartel. You might remember it from first season where he scored one of the winning goals that secured our status in Premier League, and we did not relegate. So it was time to bring back the hero. So he was with us in 2017-18, and he scored that one crucial goal at the end. And then he went from Stuttgart to Bayern, where he played not that great. He didn't get too many chances. Then he went to Cologne, and then we got him for 12.5 million. And yeah, he hasn't played that many games, 13 games in total, with 7 rating. I'm okay with it. He's fine. He's valued at 21 millions actually. His stats are okay. So a little bit expensive, but it's okay. It's fine. So this is one of our star signings this season, Joel Pereira from Manchester United Academy. He went to Celtic, and then you got him for just $11 million because he was on sale actually, I think. Yeah, I don't know why. But anyways, his stats, look at his stats. They look fantastic. He played all the games, 59 games. And with a 7 rating, yeah, he had a really, really good season, and he was a big upgrade on our last goalkeeper, and we really needed that because Ospina was, getting old, and I needed a young goalkeeper. So 26-year-old, yeah, he worked out really well. I'm glad I got him. This is our second star signing, Harry Wilson. Honestly, I haven't even heard of this guy. Apparently, he's from Liverpool, and he was in Ipswich doing okay. He got them up there in the Premier League, but he had a release clause of 8.5 million, and look at that, we got him really cheap. And look at the stats, they look fantastic, and he can play on both sides of wide midfield and even winger, and he played almost all games, 56 games, 7.15 rating, 6 goals, 14 assists. He had a good season. I'm very happy with how he played. And he's also young, and he's Welsh, so we bought another striker. He is a wonder kid, and he had a pretty good season there, not bad. So we're going to bring him back next season. Obviously, I'm going to keep him. Hopefully we can fit all our strikers together, but yeah, his stats are fantastic. And we only got him for 8.25 from Brazil. We got another wonder kid. We got 18-year-old midfielder Castellanos. Astejos, and we got him from Mexico, Club America, for just 5.25 millions. Yeah, he's going to progress a lot. He played a few games here and there. I'll think I might loan him out next season. I like him already. And then we got some kids here and there, nothing fancy, just free transfers and kids. So that was our in transfers. In total, we paid 59 million. Now let's look at our outgoing transfers quickly. We sold a lot of players actually. We sold our third striker, Kuma Babakar, to Stoke. I bet he had a good season. Yeah, 8 goals, not bad. We sold him for 11.25, rising to 16.5 to Stoke. We sold our right back, Flanagan. He was doing okay, but not that great. He had a good season. Yeah, 7, not bad. He seemed like he was declining, and he was 30, so I was like, I'll sell him. And Shane Duffy, same thing. Fulham came with a very good offer, and I could not refuse because I didn't think he was up to that level, for us at least. So he went to Fulham. He had a good season too. I'm sure he'll be okay. We sold Lo Celso that we got from PSG, I think. For 6.5, it's not bad. If you play him in AM, he does really good. And I bet Ipswich Town is doing fine. We sold Moy with heavy heart. Aaron Moy, he was getting old and we really didn't have space for him in the midfield. We had way better players than him. We sold Patrick Roberts to Newcastle because he was being bitchy and he wanted to go, and he wouldn't sign actually a contract. He was like, I'm leaving for free. So I sold him in the January transfer window. He's a good player, but we won't bring him back. Our right back from Korea, as we bought, we sold him quickly. Blanc, our backup goalkeeper, we sold him. I hope he had a good season. Yeah, he was okay. He's not bad actually. He's okay. We sold our striker, our backup center back, our midfielder, and Gribben, the attacking midfielder. We cleared out a lot of trash, and then just some loans and some free transfers here and there. So yeah, that was our out. We sold a total of 41.5 million. Our net investment wasn't that bad for what we got out. Our loanees did okay. I'm looking forward to development of Terry Woolford. He's our academy player, left back. I don't think he'll cut it in our club, but we'll sell him for some profit. Luis is again 23 now. I had higher hopes for him, to be honest. We'll see if he actually gets in the team. I kind of doubt it, but we'll have to see. And then Langlis, he is a good midfielder, I think. We'll send him out for loan one more time and see how he does. Heinemann, we are going to definitely sell him. He's 27 now. As good as he is, he's championship material basically, so we'll definitely sell him out. Lucas Zulu, our striker, how is he doing? Not bad. He's developing. Not as much as I hoped he would. Santos is definitely coming back. His stats are fantastic. Let's see, we'll decide on these guys. Let's look at our schedule. We won all the friendlies. Kind of crazy. It's not showing you, but yeah. So Junior with hat-trick, Junior with 4 goals, Junior with 2 goals. We scored a lot of goals there, and that Junior with hat-trick again. That gave us an idea of what's going to come in the season. Started with Manchester United UEFA Super Cup because they won the Champions League and we won the Europa League. We won it 2-1 thanks to Yarmolov's late goal at 92nd minute, and that was our first trophy of the season and the first time Huddersfield has won the UEFA Super Cup. That's pretty awesome. We started the season really strong. Won 4-1 at Bournemouth. We won 3-1 at Manchester City away, with Junior scoring a hat-trick there, clearly carrying on the form that he had in the friendly, and it was going to be his season right from the start. 3 goals against West Brom as well. We considered one, it's okay. Harry Winks and Harry Wilson getting his first goal there. Arsenal, we drew 2-2. Pellegrini scoring really late again. We are the scorer of late goals. That's our team's motto. We score late goals. Harry Winks 77th minute, Pellegrini 93rd minute, and we secured a draw there. So Champions League group was kind of hard. We had Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Shakhtar against us, and I did not have high hopes that we would make it, but we actually topped the group, which is really weird. Yeah, Shakhtar did not get any points. They just lost to everyone. Madrid went down to Europa League and Juventus second. We started the Champions League group. Game against Juventus away. We were a little nervous, but our Joel Pereira and our defense stood strong, and we ended that game 0-0. West Ham, we won 2-0 again, thanks to own goal and Harry Winks scoring there. Of our EFL campaign at Leicester, we won on penalties. Again, 3 days later at Brighton, we won 3-1, thanks to Harry Wilson again and Pellegrini and Talisca there coming in. Then Atletico Madrid came to us, and we tongued them 3-1. This was a surprise for me. I did not think that we would do so well, but Gaia there had a really good game in the left back. He did not get that many games this season, but this one was one of the ones where he did really good. Matt Ritchie scoring there. Talisca again. Talisca, you'll see more of him. You know him. You love him. He is a guy who has been around 3 seasons now, and he has been amazing every season. So we lost to Chelsea, first loss of our season, thanks to Hazard. Everton, we won 1-0 thanks to Pellegrini scoring in 72nd minute, and we'll see a lot of individual goals too. Shakhtar, we won 2-0, and NDD scoring the first goal, and Junior. Liverpool, we lost 1-2 in the league. Dembele scoring against us, obviously, and then Leon Bailey, their new player, scoring against us too. He looks really good actually. Got them from PSG for 19.25 million. That's crazy. Look at that stats. But we defeated Liverpool in the EFL Cup. Yarmola scoring in the 81st minute. Leicester, we drew 1-1 thanks to Talisca with the equalizer. Shakhtar, we won 4-0 again. I was going hard at these games. I was determined to do well in Champions League. I was like, I have to at least get out of the group. It's a very hard group. But yeah, we did really good. Junior 2, Harry Wilson late goal, and the Yarmola clearly just scoring for fun there in the 96th minute. Sheffield Wednesday, we drew 1-1 thanks to a Harry Wilson equalizer at 81st minute. Swansea, we won. Junior and Ndidi. Juventus, we drew again at home, so it's okay. We draw against Juventus. Manchester United, we drew 2. We had so many tiny injuries there. This game was kind of crazy and frustrating at the same time. Tottenham, we won 2-0 thanks to Ndidi's 2 goals. So Ndidi has been playing in the central midfield role, right? And he really likes to get forward and get those goals, and it's kind of crazy how he plays. He has scored, I think, 6 goals for us this season. 8 goals. Yeah, he's kind of awesome. And then we won at Atletico Madrid again 2-1. We went there and we actually won thanks to Junior and Talisca and Joel Pereira there scoring an own goal, but he had a really good game, and I really started liking our goalkeeper then. He was fantastic. Newcastle, we drew 1-1. Philip Billing getting one of the games and scoring in that game, so he was giving me selection dilemma for midfield, which is always good. And Inks scoring a late goal there, which was unfortunate. We won against Fulham 2-1. Talisca and Matt Ritchie there. Matt Ritchie also getting a little old, 33 years, but he still got it. He doesn't have the pace anymore. He still scored a couple of goals for us here and there, and his rating is okay. But this might be the last season for Ritchie for us, unfortunately. We'll see how it goes. Southampton, Pellegrini scoring the winner and getting injured in the process. Southampton again, EFL Cup, we lost 2-3. Talisca and Ndidi scoring, but they scored 3 goals. We get Baumgartner start there. Didn't do too well. Pizarro getting game time. Geraint Thomas was our young striker guy, and I thought, let's give him game, see how he does. Didn't do too well, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't really care about these cups right now. Leeds, we won 1-0 thanks to Pizarro's first goal, and he is our guy who can play anywhere, literally. Glad to see him get some game time. Look at his value. He's good. I like him as a team player. So Stoke, we drew 1-1. No one scoring there. Bournemouth, we drew 1-1. Pellegrini scoring late there again. Jose Guy getting injured. Newcastle, we won 2-1 in the FA Cup 3rd round. NDD and Devlin getting their first game. So Richard Devlin, I have some hopes for him too. He got a few games here and there. Not many, but still, he's 20 years old. He's from our academy is what is exciting. So I'm going to keep him around. I don't care how bad he is. I'll keep him around. I'm going to keep giving him games in the cups, I think. We have an academy player, that's important. Right. So Man City, we again drew 1-1. Pellegrini and Rodrigo scoring. Joel Pereira did not have a good game, but what can you do about it? West Brom, we almost won this game in the 82nd minute with Vinicius Jr., but they scored in the 93rd minute, and yeah, it was a draw. Arsenal, we won 2-1 thanks to 2 late goals in the stoppage time from Wilson and Pellegrini. We won FA Cup 4th round against Leicester, easy 2-0 victory. Brighton 2-1, Yarmola and Talisca scoring. Chelsea, we drew 0-0. It was a good result. We are at Stamford Bridge, and a draw is a good result there. Liverpool though, they came to us and we tongued them 4-1. Yarmola Jr. scoring 2 goals and Talisca. So Talisca, you'll see some scores, but he has been helping out with assists so much. He has played 42 games, 15 goals, 17 assists. So he has been really crucial to our team. Right, next FA Cup round, we drew against Bolton, gave some guys a little game time, but it didn't work out. Inter, we drew 1-1 away. It was a good result. I was hoping to get a goal in after they got one of their players sent off, but unfortunately it didn't happen. It's Inter. They're a pretty good team. So now we're in the first knockout round and we have 0-0 first leg score away. Everton, we drew 1-1 again. Pellegrini again, our scorer there. He scored a lot of goals. Bolton, FA Cup 5th round replay. We scored 2 goals in the extra time with Pellegrini scoring 96th minute. Talisca coming off the bench and scoring in the 108th minute. So this is kind of a congested fixture time and getting a little worried because I wanted to win against Inter next, but our players really pulled through. Sheffield Wednesday we won 3-1 and Didi scoring beautiful goal in 3rd minute. This was, I think, the goal of the season. Pellegrini in the 45th minute and Junior again there finishing up the scoring. Leicester we won 2-0 thanks to Junior and Pellegrini again there. Inter we managed to win 1-0 despite NDD sending off thanks to Junior and our defense holding really strong. Pizarro there playing really well and right back because our right back was injured for 2 months. Barnsley in FA Cup 6th round we won. We again played Devlin there and he had a goal too. So like I said, I'm going to keep him around, play him in the cups. Swansea we won 2-1. Talisca and Junior scoring their late goal again. Like I said, we've scored so many late goals in stoppage time this season. It's kind of crazy. So we snatched that victory right in 92nd minute. West Ham we won 3-1. They had a sending off late, but we had pretty much wrapped up. Alan Hallowitz scoring the first goal for this season for us. He did not get a lot of game time, by the way. I don't think he will ever get a lot of game time, to be honest. He is a very luxury player. I have really good attackers in my team, so he won't ever fit. Right, this was the big one. We won again Tottenham 3-0 away. Ndidi, Pellegrini, Talisca there scoring easy game. It looked so easy, but I was a little bit worried. Next is a heartbreak. Sevilla coming to us in the quarterfinal of Champions League. They won 2-1. Managed to score a goal, but their team was just ridiculously good. Newcastle we won 1-0 in the middle, and then Sevilla, we go to Sevilla and we lost 1-0. So that's where we crash out of the Champions League. Made it to quarterfinal, which is not the worst actually. I was okay with it. I think a semi-final I didn't really care about too much, but we managed to win it on penalties actually. Both teams scoring late goals. Alamami Toure coming back as a right back, but we managed to score penalties where apparently 3 of their players missed and only 2 of our players missed. Schindler missing there, which is kind of odd. But NDD getting the player of the match there obviously because he is such a good midfield player. So now we are in the FA Cup final and we are really chasing that Premier League title as well. And then we crash and lose to Manchester United 3-0. This was kind of a heartbreak. And one of the reasons why this happened was our strikers, Pellegrini and Junior, were playing really well, right? All season long they have been fantastic. And Talisca has also been really good. So I wanted to fit all of the people in the 4-4-2 formation, and it didn't really work out in this one because obviously we needed a more defensive help there in the midfield. So anyways, we lose there 3-0. Fulham we win 3-1 thanks to Pellegrini, 2 goals, and Talisca with a goal. Pellegrini missed his penalty. So this was the one where the game let me have Pellegrini take the penalty because he already had 2 goals and it was kind of fun, but he missed it. Could have been his hat. So we win against Southampton 2-0. We are first right now. Junior scoring 2 goals there and then getting injured in the process. Stoke we win 1-0. It was a nervy game. Pellegrini scored 54th minute and then we had NDD sent off, which is, as you know, he's kind of our main guy in the midfield. I was sweating right now. I was on top, 2 points behind. If I did not win this game, they could have overtaken me, but we managed to draw it. We had tons of opportunities to score in this game. We just couldn't put it away. But it was enough for us to win the Premier League. So we won the Premier League in the last game of the season. Then we had United in the FA Cup final, which we lost. And I'm a little sad about it, but we really did play our best team that we could. And it was one of those games that you just couldn't do anything about. They had more possession. They had more shots, targets. It was all them. So that was our whole season. Pretty fantastic, to be honest. We reached quarterfinal for Champions League. We reached final of FA Cup and we won the Premier League. I don't think I could ask for more from Huddersfield in 6th season. It's pretty fantastic. Junior with our top scorer, 22 goals. NDD highest average rating, 7.42. I would give him player of the season. He has been fantastic. Talisca, 17 assists and 15 goals for us. He has been very consistently very good for us. Best pass completion NDD again, 88%. That's fantastic because he played almost every game, 50 games. With 88% pass completion is pretty nuts. Most player of the games for NDD too, most yellow cards for him too, and most red cards too. So he's just a guy who likes playing in midfield and tackling people and scoring goals for that matter. So we scored 64 goals, not too many, but still enough. We conceded only 30 goals, the second best. We won Silverware. Talisca is happy to stay now. We are offering Pellegrini contract, so he will be okay too. We only lost 3 games this whole season. It's a new team low. It's pretty fantastic. Just Junior, Vendidi, and Yarmolov were in the players team of the year. here. So end of season awards, NDD player of the season, obviously 76%, he deserved it. Goal of the season, Joel Pereira signing of the season, I agree there, he has been really good. Young player of the season, Pellegrini, he is only going to improve, he's only 22. Dynamics, we are doing okay, everyone is kind of happy, and good managerial support, so everyone's okay. Our injury report, so Maya was gone for 6 months for damaged cruciate ligament. That happened last season, late last season, and it carried into here. The main disappointment was obviously Alami Toure. He was gone for 34% of the season. Really needed him there, but he was gone. He had torn hamstring twice in 2 months. NDD was gone for 6 weeks, which was also kind of a blow there, where we drew a lot of games actually. But good thing we had other players to cover that. We have very strong midfielders, and Phil Jones is supposed to be really injury prone, but since I signed him 2 seasons, he hasn't really missed that many games. He has been pretty good. Alright, so our board has decided to build a new stadium. I asked board to expand the stadium. So we're like, okay, we'll expand the stadium, and then 2 days later they're like, wait, we'll build a new stadium. So they're looking for plans, but in the meantime they also expanding the stadium. I don't understand. Why would they spend 10 million, expand a stadium, and then go and buy a new stadium? Maybe they have too much money in their hands now, because we gave them a little bit of money by winning the Premier League. Talisca has the highest assists, 17, that's a club record. Harry Winks was 14th last. NDD, most player of the games, was set by Talisca last. 11th player of the games. Fantastic. Herrera with a new clean sheet record, 25 clean sheets, as Ospina was last year with 20. We're making records all over the place. So yeah, that was our summary of the season. Season number 6. And surprisingly good season. Everyone is playing fantastic. We have young players, we have well-aged players, like we have a lot of players in 26-27 range where they're really at their prime. We have young players who are already playing really good, but they're coming along and they will only improve more. I named the series as Terriers to the Top. I thought I would play Huddersfield for a lot of seasons because they are a fairly weak team when they come into the Premier League, and I thought it would take some time to get them up and running and just challenge to the top, but I have been proven wrong. I just have so many good players, and we won the Europa League last season. We won the Premier League this season. We are in the quarterfinal of Champions League. We are final of FA Cup. We are just doing so good. I mean, winning the Premier League was basically my top, and we've already done that. I don't know what my next goals should be in this, so if you have any ideas, just shout it out. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.